Sometimes our minds work in funny ways. I am a perfectionist, always have been, yet I love imperfections. I love a certain handmade quality to things, an organic roughness. Don't get me wrong, I like new things, but I start to love my items when they show that they have lived with me. I love items that start to show personality with use. Some items will only become more beautiful when they are used for years. Nothing in nature is perfect, nothing is exactly alike. While two flowers might look the same at first glance, upon closer inspection they never are exactly the same. And knowing that they won't keep that fragile beauty only adds to their charm. Knowing that things will change, that beauty will fade, has its own beauty. I wanted to have a little talk with you. I wanted to talk to you about perfection, and while I am a perfectionist, very annoying at times, very helpful at other times, really thinking about it, I don't think perfection actually exists. Perfection is a concept made up by humans. It's nothing more, it's nothing less. I mean, if you really think about it, what is perfection? What is perfect? Can you even describe it? Can you describe what perfect is? And if we all have a different definition of what makes something perfect, can you still call that something perfect? I think what is perfection is very, very personal, from person to person, from situation to situation. So I don't think you can actually say that anything is perfect. And also, wouldn't we get bored of something really, really quickly if it really was perfect? Something that's not quite perfect gives us something to look at, something to think about, and it gives us something to focus on. I really think that if something was truly perfect, we would get bored of it so quickly. I mean, the human brain is wired to look for irregularities. That is what we actually focus on. If something is perfect, we don't even really tend to focus on that thing, because we are wired to look for what is not perfect, for what is different, because there is something of interest for us. There could be something dangerous about it, there could be something good about it, but that is what's of interest to us. And even if something is truly perfect to us, because we've already established that what's perfect to me may not be perfect to you, like, it is a very personal concept. Even if something was perfect, it's not going to stay that way. either the item or the situation is going to change, or we as a person are going to change, which also means that our view of what perfect is going to change with us. If we are looking at nature, I don't think there is a single perfect thing out in nature. Like nothing is going to be exactly the same. There are always going to be irregularities in there, whether we are talking about plants or stones or animals or whatever. It's something that's constantly changing. It is something that may look whole or perfect to us, but then what if we compare the thing to something else? We are always going to see very slight differences in it, and what seemed perfect at one time may not look perfect anymore if we are comparing it to something else. So I think instead of focusing on perfection, it is actually really healthy to focus on imperfections, to learn and see the beauty in those, which is something that I've always tried to do basically. There's always been a certain fascination with things that are not perfect, with older things, and I think learning to appreciate things that are a little bit older, that may not be perfect or new or shiny anymore, there can be so much value in that. And also repairing the things that you have. I mean, the jeans that I'm wearing right now, they are starting to get worn out. I mean, truly worn out, because I've already repaired them multiple times. But I've also noticed that the more I tend to repair something, the more difficult it is to actually let go of that thing. Because as something is living with you and as it shows signs of living with you, as you are making memories with something, that is actually already adding value. It may not be monetary value, but it's definitely adding emotional value to an item. What's that called? I think it's a Japanese term for repairing things mainly with gold, I think, like plates and such, to make them more valuable and also more special. I think that is so beautiful, and I think we could all benefit from taking a little bit from that mindset into our daily lives. I mean, repairing something, while to some people it might look like imperfections and it might make an item uglier, I actually think a lot of the time it adds character to an item and it makes it more special because of the imperfections. Like these jeans, I mean, I guess I can show you. Can you see that? I mean, I'm sure to a lot of people that does not look pretty. I just really quickly repaired that on my sewing machine, but I actually think it has a certain charm to it. I like the way that it looks, and I don't care if other people do not like the way that it looks. It does make these jeans more special to me. It's just the way it is. I think that's something we can all benefit from, both from a sustainability perspective, as just, I guess, giving us a little bit more peace of mind. So yeah, just a little food for thought, I guess. It's just something that I wanted to share with you. Let me know what your ideas on this are. What is perfection? Like, does it even exist? I don't think it does. And even though we strive for it a lot of the time, I don't think it's anything we're ever going to reach. I don't think it's something that we should want to reach either. Let me know what your thoughts are on this. Ever since I was a child, I have loved the charm of old, faded wooden doors, of half-lost ruins. I love the history those breathe, the beauty of the life they lived, the lives they served, the simple, all-provoking dignity they seem to have acquired over the years. Knowing that everything we see has once come into existence and will once fade out of it has a certain sadness to it. And that sadness only seems to magnify the beauty and value of it. No moment is the same and will ever again be the way we experience it right now. So those well-used things show us the love we have shown it and tell us to be present with them, to enjoy each moment with them like we never will again. I want to make a recipe from this book, Vegetarian by Luna Trapani. It's so good. It's a Dutch cookbook. I don't know if there's an English version of it. I honestly don't know. If I can find it, I'll make sure to link it for you. The recipes in here are so good. So this is a vegan cookbook with Italian recipes. It's great. And today I wanted to make this. I mean, that looks good, right? So bruschetta with pesto out Trapani. I probably pronounced that wrong. I don't have that specific pasta, so we're just going to be using fusilli for it. It's basically in aubergine sauce with the pasta, and it looks great. So that's what we are going to be making. So let's go ahead and do that.